Musk took his son X to a press conference. I did not name the child. And I don't want to hear any more mess about our names, okay? Okay?
Oh.
Anywho, he took little X.
Funny. And little Instagram.
He doesn't own Instagram.
He doesn't own Instagram. He just took little X with him to a press conference in the Oval.
Go fuck yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.
The internet is in an uproar after Whoopi Goldberg made some shocking comments about Elon Musk's son, igniting a wave of reactions across social media, and let's just say, Musk didn't take it lightly. If you thought The View had already seen its fair share of controversies, this one might just take the crown. The backlash was immediate the moment Whoopi's words hit the airwaves. Fans, critics, and even some of her longtime supporters were quick to call her out. But things really escalated when Musk himself got involved. And if there's one thing we all know about Elon, it's that he doesn't let things slide, especially when it involves his family.
The hosts of The View have reached a new low. Their most recent episode saw the host discuss Elon Musk's press conference at the Oval Office whilst giggling and mocking the name of his young son X.
Yesterday, Elon Musk took his son X to a press conference.
When it comes to his child, Elon Musk doesn't hold back. The moment Whoopi took aim at his son, it became a battle. Wasting no time, Musk fired back with a scathing response, calling out Whoopi and her co-hosts in a blistering social media post. He didn't sugarcoat his words, he flat out accused them of bullying a child on national television. But he wasn't done. Musk condemned The View's actions as disgusting, claiming they exposed the show's true nature. And as expected, his tweets spread like wildfire. The internet instantly split into two sides, those who backed Musk and those who felt he was overreacting.
You know what? X is an adorable name, and perhaps a grown woman who named herself Whoopi should refrain from mocking a 4-year-old for the name his parents gave him. Yes, Whoopi picked that name for herself. She's actually Karen Elaine Johnson. Now, how did Karen become Whoopi? You're going to love this. According to Goldberg, once I started getting parts in plays, I wanted a name that sounded more interesting. Karen Johnson wasn't it. Some people at the rep called me Whoopi because I would let loose with a fart. Just charming, charming. As for X, well, he seems to have...
As the debate raged on, Musk didn't let up. He doubled down on his criticism, putting The View under intense scrutiny. This wasn't just a case of him being upset. He was on a mission to expose the show for what he believed it truly was. Then he dropped a bombshell. Musk didn't just go after Whoopi, he took aim at the entire show, claiming The View was nothing more than a scripted platform designed to push personal agendas. And he wasn't making empty accusations. He came prepared with receipts. Musk didn't stop at just criticizing the hosts. He turned his attention to the network itself, calling for accountability. He argued that ABC was allowing its hosts to say whatever they wanted without any fact-checking or consequences. His remarks sent shockwaves through the media industry, forcing people to question just how much of daytime television is actually authentic. And just when it seemed like the situation couldn't escalate any further, it did. Musk had one more card to play. Elon made his stance crystal clear. Mess with him and there will be consequences. But this wasn't just another Twitter feud. Speculation began swirling that Musk might take legal action or use his vast influence to put serious pressure on the network.
It's Gaza in Mozambique. They didn't even know that.
And the number was wrong, too.
And then he goes on, Elon Musk goes on and said, well, I made a mistake. Meanwhile, you perpetuated the lie for the past 2 weeks, just like they did about these Haitians eating cats and dogs. Lies, lies, and more lies, and then it goes out there. That there's a meme going around that I have to show. Look at this. Show that picture of the boy in the office. This is little kid. He's adorable. Little Elon Musk's son, saying, little X saying to Donald, "Why are you sitting in my daddy's seat?"
What he has said, he is the shadow president.
Listen,
you said Elon Musk is the shadow president.
What I need from them is
Behind the scenes, sources claimed that The View's executives were in full-blown panic mode, scrambling to contain the fallout before it spiraled further out of control. And with Musk's reach spanning business, tech, and media, if he truly wanted to make an example out of them, he had the power to do it. The only question now is, will The View fight back, or are they about to learn firsthand what happens when you cross Elon Musk? At the center of this media storm, Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar, two of the show's most recognizable faces, are facing relentless criticism from every direction. Social media isn't letting this one go. Users are digging up past comments from Whoopi and Joy, painting a picture of what they claim is a pattern of behavior. This isn't just another controversy, it's turning into a full-scale disaster, and the fallout keeps getting worse. But what makes this situation even more explosive is that it's no longer just about a joke or an offhand remark. They didn't just take a shot at anyone. They went after Elon Musk's son. And if there's one thing people know about Elon, it's that he doesn't let things slide. This isn't your average CEO who issues a polite statement and moves on. This is the man who owns Twitter, controls online narratives, and has the influence to ensure The View never fully recovers from this scandal. If he wanted to, he could make life very difficult for the show. And right now, it looks like he's already setting that plan in motion.
X, are you okay? This is X, and he's a great guy, high IQ. He's a high IQ individual.
And he's got this, check out this cool chain he's got. Restore democracy. This means you don't have a feedback loop. Okay, X. We would have to.
We had no idea we were going to find numbers, including the woman that walked away with about 30 million.
It's just something we've got to fix. And we've also got to address the deficit. So we've got good. We need to free the builders of America to build. There seems to be mysteriously they get wealthy. We don't want
500 billion. It's crazy the kind of numbers you're talking about.
The moment Musk responded, the internet exploded. His tweet calling out Whoopi and Joy wasn't just harsh, it was calculated, and within minutes it went viral, racking up millions of likes, shares, and comments. The fallout? Immediate. People weren't just upset. This wasn't limited to Musk's fan base. Everyday viewers, even those who don't typically side with him, felt that The View had crossed a serious line. And then things escalated even further. The hashtag #CancelTheView started trending, not as a passing outrage, but as a full-blown movement. People weren't just venting their frustration, they were demanding consequence. This wasn't just another fleeting controversy, it had staying power. The backlash wasn't dying down, it was gaining momentum. Boycotts were being organized, social media was flooded with calls to shut The View down, and the pressure was mounting. But here's where it got even worse. This wasn't just a PR disaster, it was a financial one. When an audience turns on a show, the biggest threat isn't angry tweets, it's lost revenue. And right now, the money was in jeopardy. Major advertisers, the lifeblood of The View, were reportedly reconsidering their partnerships. No brand wants to be associated with a show drowning in controversy. While social media outrage is one thing, corporate panic is another. Some sources even claimed that high-profile sponsors were in serious discussions about pulling their ads. And if that happens, that's devastating. No advertisers mean no revenue, and no revenue means The View is in serious trouble.
What I care about is the reality of goodness, not the perception of it. And what I see all over the place is people who care about looking good while doing evil. Fuck them.
ABC executives were in full crisis mode, scrambling to find a way to contain the fallout. Damage control meetings were happening behind closed doors, but nothing seemed to be working. Whoopi and Joy were under intense pressure to address the controversy directly, but at this point, any statement they made could backfire. The network was desperate, the audience was furious, and the situation was spiraling out of control. The real question now is, could this be the beginning of the end for The View? This isn't just another controversy that will fade away in a few days. This might be the moment that finally cracks The View beyond repair. For years, the show has thrived on pushing boundaries, stirring the pot, and keeping audiences engaged with its unfiltered takes. But this time, they may have gone too far. Because when you target Elon Musk's child, you're not just stirring up drama, you're setting the entire house on fire. It all started with what should have been a simple father-son moment. Elon Musk made a rare public appearance with his son at a major press conference. He stood there not as a billionaire, but as a father. It was a rare glimpse into a side of Musk that the world rarely sees. One without Twitter feuds, rockets, or AI advancements. Just a dad and his child sharing a moment. But Whoopi Goldberg saw it differently. She didn't see a touching father-son moment. She saw an opportunity, and she took it. Instead of letting the moment be what it was, she zeroed in on the boy's name, and not in a passing, lighthearted way. She leaned into it, that signature smirk, the tone dripping with sarcasm, the delivery that made it clear she knew exactly what she was doing. Almost like she was daring people to react. And react they did. The audience laughed, some of her co-hosts chuckled along, but online, the internet erupted. This wasn't just about the name, it was about who said it, where she said it, and how she said it. Elon Musk's son's name has been a topic of discussion since the day he was born. People have debated how to pronounce it, made memes, and joked about it online. But coming from a major TV personality on a national platform, that was different. This wasn't some anonymous Twitter user making a joke. This was Whoopi Goldberg sitting on a daytime talk show with millions of viewers, publicly mocking a child. And for what? A few cheap laughs? A viral moment? A headline? The backlash was swift and brutal. People weren't just calling her out, they were furious. Parents were outraged, fans of The View were shocked. Even some of Whoopi's longtime supporters found themselves questioning her choice of words. Because at the end of the day, this wasn't about Elon Musk. This was about a child. A kid who didn't ask to be in the spotlight. A kid who didn't sign up to be ridiculed on national television. And now, Whoopi Goldberg and The View were facing a storm that might be too big for them to ride out. Within minutes, the backlash was overwhelming. People flooded social media, slamming The View for what they saw as a new low. One comment summed up the outrage perfectly. The View making fun of a 4-year-old child? That's a new low, even for them. Another person took it even further. Elon should just sue The View, this time for everything they've got. And here's the thing, this wasn't just Musk's loyal fan base defending him. Even people who usually can't stand Elon were calling this an absolute disaster. One comment that gained massive traction read, "Insulting the beloved 4-year-old son of an often litigious man worth $400 billion is probably the most monumentally stupid move of a monumentally stupid woman." But if you thought Whoopi's remark was bad, Joy Behar took things to an entirely new level. Instead of reading the room, instead of realizing that Whoopi's comment had already crossed a line, Joy Behar decided to double down, and not in a subtle way. She went all in. What started as a discussion about Elon Musk's son suddenly spiraled into a completely unhinged rant. Out of nowhere, Joy made a bizarre offhand remark. Maybe Elon should have invested in better birth control if he didn't want people talking about his kid's name. Excuse me, what? How did we go from mocking a child's name to that? Even Whoopi looked momentarily caught off guard, as if she wasn't expecting Joy to go there. The audience? Dead silent. It was one of those moments where the tension in the room was almost tangible, even through the screen. Because no matter how people feel about Elon Musk, dragging a 4-year-old child into a discussion about his father's personal choices, that's just bizarre. It wasn't just a low blow, it was completely out of line. Viewers watching in real time couldn't believe what they were hearing. Social media erupted with people questioning what on earth Joy was thinking, but the rant wasn't over. Instead of stopping there, Joy kept going. She pivoted from attacking Elon's parenting to criticizing his spending habits, questioning why he even brought his son to public events if he was so obsessed with himself. At this point, people weren't just angry, they were confused. What was supposed to be a casual TV segment had turned into an absolute circus. And the worst part, the damage was already done. Clips of Joy's remarks spread like wildfire, the backlash grew by the second, and The View, they had no idea what kind of storm was about to hit them.
Go fuck yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is.
But on the other side, there were those who believed this was exactly what Elon Musk wanted. They argued that he was using the controversy as an excuse to attack what he calls the woke media. Some claimed that Musk loves playing the victim when it benefits him, and that this entire situation was just another way for him to flex his power over the media landscape. But here's the thing, when has Elon Musk ever backed down from a fight? This is the same man who bought Twitter just because he could, the same guy who publicly clashes with politicians, celebrities, and even entire corporations, and somehow always comes out on top. Do people really think he's just going to let this one go? That he's going to sit back and let a daytime talk show take a jab at his kid without consequences? Absolutely not. At this point, The View might need to brace for impact. Because if Musk is determined to make an example out of them, this fight is far from over. And now the biggest questions remain. What happens next? Will this be the scandal that finally forces The View to face real consequences? Will Whoopi Goldberg be held accountable for her comments? Will Elon Musk actually take legal action? Or will The View double down yet again, refusing to back down despite the overwhelming backlash? And more importantly, what do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you don't want to miss the next big Hollywood scandal, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.